Well, hello everybody. It's Brother Todd with your Victory Minute. Now, I hope you guys and gals are all having a great day. I want to apologize I didn't get to see you last week. We had a bit of a hectic week going on last week, and I also want to apologize if you hear the wind in this video. They give me a little old sock thing that goes on this phone, and I've lost it, so y'all don't tell on me. But anyway, I had an hour between a set of meetings this morning before I had to go make another appointment, and I thought, well, I'd go check something that needs looking at. And as you can guess, I'm standing out here in the hay field. It's kind of what I do on the side, run some cows and that kind of thing. So anyway, we've got army worms all around us, all over. They've kind of come out early this year. We've got some friends, some guys in the church, and some different ones that's having to deal with them. And this field is really ready to be cut. Hoping they don't hit it, and hope we don't have to poison and all that kind of stuff. Well, so I thought I'd go out there and check on the situation. That's what I want to talk to you about today. Checking on your situation. In fact, the Word of God says that you need to diligently look after the affairs of your flock. Now, of course, that's an agricultural term, but it talks about the issues in your life, and this is true of business. It's true physically, of your own health. It's true of your family. It's true with employees and employers. It is a concept of dealing with something in a timely manner and looking for problems before you get to them. On August the 1st, we're going to be starting a deal at the church at 8:30 on Sunday morning. It's an hour-long kind of little thing about that asks a question of what kind of parent am I? And while that's a very specific thing about family, the realities of looking at that are things that are transferable. They're transferable into all kinds of areas of life. A principle is a principle, and a principle will hold up spiritually, it'll hold up physically, it'll hold up mentally, and it'll hold up relationally, okay? And those four aspects, frankly, are the way God made you, all right? You have those four realities of life, and if any one of those is off, it tends to pull on the others in our life. But anyway, sorry about the wind again. I hope you can hear me. So anyway, I had this little bit of moment. I just had a moment, okay? And I could have sat there. I could have played chess on the computer. I could have read some. I thought, I'm just gonna use this hour to go make sure everything's okay. I checked this yesterday, but army worms will move up on you, okay? So I come out in the field and I drive up, and what I do is the first thing I do is I look for birds, all right? And if them birds are in there real thick, just all over a spot in the field, you just about guarantee they got them something to eat over there, okay? And boy, if you see something big and obvious like that, you can run to it, all right? Secondly, I look for places in the field that don't look right, okay? Something brown. In fact, I got a little drone. I didn't fly it today, but yesterday I took a drone, flew it over this whole field, just to see from up above, is there anything that's there? Something looks a little off. And then frankly, I get out and walk in places where everything looks good, because you just never know. You say, preacher, what has that got to do with my life and growing and that kind of thing? Well, guys, as you think about life, whether it's spiritually, whether it's mentally, your mind, your soul, whichever, I use the term synonymously, physically, okay, or with your relationships. And as we think about like August the 1st, that's built around about your relationships in family, in business, you name it, okay, in friendships. What do? When you see something wrong, all of a sudden one of your kids' attitudes changes. All of a sudden, your wife mood shifts, okay? You got to remember, sometimes when the ladies, if you ask them, is everything all right, and they say yes, it don't necessarily mean they're telling you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, right? And so you look for things in life that are obvious. If I walk in the office and somebody in the office, their demeanor is different than normal, hey guys, them birds are in the field. Get over there and see what's going on. Don't live in denial. You'll never get anything done, all right? And then, of course, you are always aware of something that's not right. It's just a matter of looking outside yourself. If you can be selfless enough to consider what's going on with other people, you'll pick up on, can I say, the brown spots. You'll pick up on the spots where something doesn't look right. One of the number one keys, guys and gals, if you're raising teenagers, is to look for something that is subtly different. Look for something subtly different. If you'll stay engaged with your kids, what'll happen is if they make a mood shift, kids typically don't just run and jump off the deep end, okay? Typically, they, just like you and I, they lead up to a point and then they may fall off the cliff, but they've been traveling that way for a while. I hope that makes sense to you. And then, just like in relationships or in your business or physically, go out and walk in the green spots. Go look to see if there's problems. You know, I'm a 50-something-year-old man. I think I'm about to turn 54. All right. Guys, I got to go to the doctor even when I feel good because there could be something wrong, okay? You just have to engage it. And that's what, like, we call it Hot Topics. We Hot Topic the family in August every year. And but again, it's far beyond just family. To go in there and walk in the green field and say, you know what, Brother Todd, everything's going pretty good in our family and all, but guys, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. Take the opportunity to grow. Take the opportunity to look at things. Even if they're okay, still, you need to look at it. Now, I'll tell you, right down that road, you can't see the road, but right that way, okay, about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile. I got a Sudan field out there. I've done some videos out there in that field. We plowed it, planted it, all this kind of stuff. I'm telling you, having the biggest trouble in the world getting that stuff to grow. We've had rain, this and that. Oh, I was all just discouraged about it last night, you know. I mean, not bad. I mean, God will always make a way. But, so what'd I do? I can't just sit around and act like it ain't happening. I can't just bemoan the fact that, oh boy, something don't happen, I'm gonna be out some money. I got to look at what am I gonna do? Okay, you got to get in there and make a plan. I was talking to a dear friend, brother in Christ, one of our members, real successful rancher. I was talking to him last night about some stuff and the reality of his fields, and he's planted something that looks so much better than mine and all this kind of stuff. You know, I was crying about it. And me and my partner Brandon were talking last night. You know, he said, well, you know, they drill that in. You know, we broadcast it. He said, Brother, what does that mean? It means this. It means I'm going to do it the other way next time. Because you know what? I've learned. I don't like this. I've looked at this. I'm going to apply a different mechanism. Oh, it's going to be okay, but it can always be better. And you say, I don't know what that means to me. Oh, guys, hang in there. Look at it. Look at life. Look at your family. Look at what's going on in your workplace, okay? Look for the problems. Walk out in the green spots. Look to do something better. All that's going to happen is it's going to improve. You got to stay engaged. That's what this time in August is going to give you, those of y'all that can get to victory. It's going to give you, I'm going to talk with the staff today, by the way, if you're out there in internet land. I'm going to see if there's some way I can get one of those classes simulcast or at least recorded so that we can get it out there on the internet for you. And in fact, I'm gonna be preaching about it all these coming weeks. So be over the next 5 weeks, be tuning in to the Sunday broadcast. But anyway, so make sure that you're staying engaged. Our world is such a distracting place. A lot of that distraction is meant to keep you from ever looking at something that's important. It's easy to get so tied up in life that you walk through the living room, you glance your eyes at the kids and they look fine and you just keep going. But you might not know what's going on that smartphone. You might not know what's going on with their friends, okay? You've got to be engaged. Sometimes you just got to stop down in life, walk out in the green spots. Every week with my staff, they don't know I do this, but every week with every one of them, there'll be a time where I typically ask them, is everything going all right? I look for something to be different in their demeanor. Once a week, I will just stop down and I'll pause and I will consider them beyond just the stuff that we're doing. Because I want to make sure, is everything okay with them? Are they having family issues? There's stuff going on with their kids? Or is there stuff going on with them emotionally? Every week, I pause down and I will take extra time with each one of my grandsons. Okay, I got 4. And I will make sure that I get them to engage me, and I want to see where they're at. I got 2 adult kids, do the same thing. I'm married, okay? I'm telling you, just about every day with Misty, I make sure there's a moment, she may not even notice it's happening, where I am trying to look at how is she doing. Is she look better? She look worse? You know, we're life is a constant flow. We're in that between age. We are taking care of old people, and we're looking after a lot after grandkids and dealing with stuff with our children. But one of them's buying a place. He's got 2 places right now. He's trying to get all that kind of stuff handled. My daughter started a doctoral program. Okay, my son-in-law's started a new job as an AD, a head football coach. Lord help, my daughter-in-law Stephanie's dealing with my son in the middle of all this tension, transition, all that kind of stuff. So what I do, I want to make sure I'm seeing how they're doing. I want to look well to the ways of my household. I want to look well to the ways of my mind every week. How am I thinking? Because I've been prone to depression in my life. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that size up. I may not like what that size up says. I look at myself physically. Man, how have I been doing? I got diabetes. You know, I got to work out. All those kind of things. Frankly, been eating a little bit too many mashed potatoes. All right, I got to step on that scale. You can't avoid it. Hopefully, I'm making sense. One of the best things you can do on a Monday. All right, let's look at it. Let's look at it and let's deal with it as it is. And if you see something there, you go, boy, you know, I wish that was a little stronger. You know what you do? Go learn something about it. Go get you some more tools. Get in the scripture. Agree with what God says and let it apply to your life. And whatever you do, as I talk in particulars here to those of you at Victory, make sure you make yourself available 8:30 Sunday mornings all through the month of August. All right, I know the wind's blown too much and I've hollered too loud, and I got to get to that 10 o'clock meeting. So I'll see y'all later. God bless you. Sorry about that. Bye-bye.